This is the Horse Radio Network.
This is episode 1207 of Horse Tip Daily, your almost everyday morsel of helpful hints, useful facts, and practical techniques for horse folks. Brought to you today by EquestrianCollections.com. Today's tip features Horse Radio Network founder Glenn the Geek, who is getting together with dressage competitor Mary Lauritsen to talk about how and why trail riding can benefit high-performance horses. And we'll get right to our tip after this from EquestrianCollections.com. When you need to resupply, replace, update, or invest in the stuff that makes your horse life possible, stop by EquestrianCollections.com first. Browse through some 7,000 boot choices from great brands like Ariat, Boggs, Mountain Horse, Ovation, Smoky Mountain, and more. Outfit yourself in the latest and the greatest. And don't forget your horse. EquestrianCollections.com offers some 400 blankets, sheets, and coolers from Buckus, Amigo, and Rambo by Horseware, Hug, Kensington, Triple Crown Custom, and Weatherbeta, just to name a few. Your horse will be warm and dry and stylish this winter. Not sure what type of saddle pad you want? Well, go to Equestrian Collections because they have over 600 different choices. No matter whether you ride English, Western, or bareback around the backyard, EquestrianCollections.com has the most amazing selection of brand name products you are going to find anywhere. So stop by today, EquestrianCollections.com.
Well, hi, Mary, and welcome to Horse Tip Daily.
Hi, Glenn. Great to be here.
So what are we going to talk about today?
Today, we're going to talk about trail riding for the dressage horse, or really any horse for that matter.
All right. So do you like to trail ride?
I love it.
Really?
I trail ride all the time. Yes, I'm not just a competition dressage freak. I love to be out on the trails, whether it's in the orchard or through the woods. And we're really fortunate to have that right outside our door here in Massachusetts. But yeah, it's something I've been doing since I was a little kid, and I still do it today religiously with all the horses I ride.
Were you one of those little kids that used to jump on bareback and just go like a bat out of hell?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, now you ended up with dressage. Why no jumping involved?
Well, I think I owe that to my mom. She's a dressage trainer and my coach. And so since the very beginning, I was in the dressage arena competing at age 9. And I really, really love the sport and everything that goes into it. And I've never really been tempted to try my hand at any other sport.
Wow.
Yeah,
well,
it's been dressage from the beginning.
We'll have to talk you into this, though. We've been talking to Darley Newman of Equitrekking over there at PBS, and we've been talking to her about trying to get a trip together for both her fans and a Horse Radio Network fans to all go to a dude ranch. And
see, now I would love to do that.
Would that be fun? Get 100 of us with our listeners and all of us together and all go to a dude ranch for a couple days?
Oh my gosh, that would be a blast.
I think it would. It would give you a chance to
that.
get your best Western stuff out.
Exactly. I'm all for trying other sports. I just don't think that I could be as passionate about another one as I am about dressage. I've got the dressage bug and it's not going away.
I don't know. We get you out there to a dude ranch riding Western. You might be reigning before we know it.
Yeah, become another Anki von Grunspan, right?
There you go. All right. So trail riding.
Yes.
All right.
Well, as dressage riders, many of us get stuck on working inside of the arena. And be it an indoor or outdoor, the tip of the week is branching outside the sandbox and taking your horse out on the trails. I've heard this a number of times from very reputable sources, including veterinarians, that it's been proven that riding horses on different turf aids in building stronger muscles and tendons and also a healthier mind. So riding on varying footing strengthens your horse's legs and also keeps them mentally stimulated in a different way than working them on the same footing than in the dressage arena. So there again, that's something that we're really proud of here at Cadence Farm, is that all of our horses are well behaved outside of the dressage arena. And I think we really owe it to taking them out and letting them see logs on the ground and big open fields and not being tempted to run away with us when they see those things. So again, I mentioned that we're fortunate to have these trails here, but it's not always necessary because you can take your horses out if you're network with fellow equestrians in your barn or area, and plan a day to trailer to a horse-friendly place where you can spend the day having fun with your horses.
And I think more of the two that you mentioned there, physically and mentally, the most important part of that is mentally.
Yes.
For your horse's benefit and for yours. I mean,
Yeah.
you get burnt out doing the same drills over and over and over again too. So, it's nice to just get out and play. Like you just mentioned, like when you were a kid, just to get out and have fun with it.
Exactly. And remember what riding's all about. And I think I've had those days where I've gone down to the dressage arena and just been like, oh gosh,
yeah, I don't want to do this again.
I'm not there. Yeah, I'm just, you can tell when you're just not there and when your horse is not there and you need to go out and do something fresh and fun. And what better way than to go out on the trails and to refreshen yourself. And again, you can go out there and have fun, but you can also be working on things too, on the focus and even performing dressage movements out in the orchard. I know I'm known to be doing flying changes up and down the hills in the orchard and doing all sorts of movements there. But it's again really great for fun, and then also for preparing your horse for getting out of the arena and having them be reliable in the show ring at a different place.
Okay, so your place sounds absolutely beautiful. We used to live up in Beverly, Massachusetts, which I don't think is too far from where you are.
Yeah, not too far.
And riding in an orchard and all of that just sounds beautiful.
Yeah, it's so nice. And again, I say that I'm really fortunate to have that because I don't think I could find it anywhere else, and it's great.
Except in the winter when you'd really rather be in Florida because
Exactly.
Massachusetts is absolutely miserable.
It's so true. Right now, we're just the moment it changed to December, it was like the cold wind started whipping through. It's 20 degrees, and that doesn't really make for the most pleasurable trail riding, but it's still it can still be fun if you dress warmly.
All right, so good. So get out of the ring.
Yeah, get
is
out.
The tip. And have some fun. Don't forget to have some fun with your horse. We had a couple of students that were just so obsessed that we had to basically force them to leave the ring. And I'm sure you probably have them too.
Yeah, and I think that people are also, there's a little bit of they're a little scared to get up too, because horses can be unreliable, and if you're not exposing your horse to that on a regular basis, then they're more than likely going to be a bit excited about leaving their
but
normal
then again,
surroundings.
when just what you referred to earlier, if you don't learn to do that, where are you going to learn to sit a horse when he's acting up? If you
Exactly.
You learn to do that on the trails, you learn to do that out there, you're going to be better at it in the ring when he does do that, and you're not going to end up on your head.
Exactly.
So.
And go out with a friend too. It's the other important thing to remember is that go out with someone who's experienced doing it and know that their horse is going to be quiet, because your horse will be happy if they have a friend along for the ride who's an old timer and doesn't mind going out there.
There you go. So where can people learn more about you?
Well, you can visit my new website, which is my full name, Mary Bonick. That's BAHNIUK, Lauritsen, LAURITSEN.com. You can also visit our website, Cadence Farm, where you can see where everything goes on, where we have these beautiful trails. And that's cadencefarminc.com. And I'm also on Twitter and Facebook. You can find me at both of those places.
Yeah, she's an excellent tweeter. I follow her tweets all the time, so she's an excellent tweeter. All right. Thank you, Mary. We appreciate you being on, and it was fun to talk to you in person for a change.
Same here, Glenn.
Well, there you have it. You can find links to today's guests as well as lots more tips at horsetipdaily.com. Make sure to have all of your favorite Horse Radio Network shows with you wherever you go with the free Horse Radio Network app for your iPhone or Android. Just go to your app store and search Horse Radio Network. You can also subscribe via iTunes. This podcast was made possible through the generous support of EquestrianCollections.com and listeners like you. This is Coach Jen, and I'll be back again soon with another tip. Until then, go ride your horse. The Horse Radio Network and the Horse Radio Network hosts are not responsible for statements of guests or their opinions. Use your own judgment when listening to the tips provided by the experts on Horse Tip Daily.